a Long Island emergency room just closed its doors because it just doesn't have enough staff.
It says it had no other choice. This is fallout from New York's vaccine mandate. But now Long Beach left without an ER. News 4's Greg Sergel has been looking into this. He's standing by there live. Greg?
And David, residents of this city by the sea are stunned by the loss of this ER, but the hospital that runs it says it had no choice. Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital officials told me a little earlier they lost 6 dozen employees today, all unvaccinated workers who the State Department of Health determined could no longer serve patients because they were unvaccinated. Long Beach's only emergency room shut its doors this afternoon for at least a month. The closure came just hours after Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital alerted this community of the shutdown.
I think it's shameful. I really think it's shameful.
A local civic leader says the decision leaves 50,000 Long Beach residents with no emergency care facility within the city limits.
To think that they can't get the quality of care that they need in the amount of time that is acceptable is, again, it's deeply troubling.
This Long Beach councilwoman fought back tears as she urged Mount Sinai South Nassau to reverse its decision. This ER sees about 70,000 patients a year, but the hospital blames what it calls a temporary closure on a shortage of nurses, a shortage linked to New York's mandate requiring that all healthcare workers be vaccinated against COVID.
It's very frustrating to hear it's closing.
Sal Giamalvo was among the last to be treated here. Now worried, he says, about having to make the 15 to 20-minute drive to the main hospital 5 miles away in Oceanside.
Many of the residents of Long Beach do not own cars, do not drive. They are stationary folks here in the community. So I think it's ridiculous.
Let me clarify, the 6 dozen employees of Mount Sinai South Nassau who were lost today, they were all working with religious exemptions, but the State Department of Health withdrew those exemptions, and that's why they can no longer serve patients. Now, moving forward, the hospital says it will keep an ambulance on site here 24 hours a day to carry patients to the main hospital in Oceanside, and the hospital's leader told me that he's working now diligently to try and hire nurses to replace all of those who have been lost. We're live in Long Beach. Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.